Alright, you got it? Nice one. So now we'll be covering the squat. The squat is a little bit of a different lift from the bench and deadlift. You'll see a little bit more variability than you did with the deadlift. And you have kind of more of an option to do what's more comfortable with you. This is not something we do on the ACFT, but it's something that'll help you increase your strength. So I would very much recommend doing these consistently and following these instructions that I give you. Once again, I'm giving you the form for maximum strength output so you can increase your strength. It is not bodybuilding, so if you're worried about getting massive quads or anything like that, you don't really have to worry about it. It's just, obviously you'll probably see muscle growth, but it's not bodybuilding style squat. So anyways, I'm gonna start to show you the form. So the first thing you wanna do is have the barbell set at a weight that you feel comfortable with. It's gotta be able to get off the rack pretty comfortably without you tripping up on yourself or making it sort of spin off. You wanna get a grip. You want to see the thumbs kind of go about thumb width apart because you want to keep the shoulders tight. You'll see some people being all the way out here, and that's not great because it'll keep your muscles loose. You won't be able to tighten your back as much. If you have a tight back, it'll make it substantially easier for you to keep your lower back and your core tight, which will help you with your squat. So you want to have your hands as close in as you can, but if you're beginning out, I would suggest about here. If you feel comfortable, you can move your hands in closer. I wouldn't go ridiculous. Obviously, you can't go past your shoulders, but I would say somewhere out here is probably a comfortable way to start. What I do, because I like to get my shoulders nice and crisp against the bar, is I like to go all the way down and then kind of bring it up so my shoulders will be comfortable against the bar. You put it in a divot that feels comfortable with you, because with everybody's bones, it may feel painful or comfortable in a certain spot. Don't go too low. You want to sort of keep it at a high point because we are doing a high bar squat. There are two versions of squat. There's high bar and low bar, but we are only going to concentrate on high bar just because it's simpler and a less complicated way of lifting. Anyway, so once you're here and you got your back tight, you will just take it off the rack, kind of just step forward, make sure you're on the area that has the fail safe just in case you fall. And if you start looking at my feet, you'll see my feet are about shoulder width apart. I have them pointing somewhere between 45 to 65 degrees. It's your choice. I feel comfortable about, 50 degrees, something like that. I have my feet there. And the most important thing is you want to use hip mobility, and you want to just kind of use your knees to guide you. You're not using you don't want to have the weight on your knees, so you never lock out like this. You keep the knees kind of out like this. So you go down, point your knees out. Just kind of try to open up your hips, bring it all the way down, and go down to your, sort of calf. You don't have to go all the way down past this. I would recommend hips right below the knee crease, and then go back up. When you go back up, you want to keep your core and back tight so you can use that to push and get up comfortably. You do this for a couple reps, just kind of watch how I'm doing it. And then, you'll be complete. You'll be on a pretty good way of progress. If you guys have any questions about form, feel free to message me. You guys have my phone number on the Google Doc. So I'll be on that. Just kind of re-rack it. We're good to go.